So in today's tutorial, we are still focusing on the left panel, which has all the controls for the point of sale. So on the left panel, last tutorial we would have covered the contact drop down. Now we are going to focus on the product drop down. So under the product drop down, we would see list products, add product, update price, print labels, variations, import products, import opening stock, selling price group, units, categories, brands, and warranty. So let's focus on list product. Under list product, as any of the other fields, the first thing we would see is the filter option. This is how we filter the product, and on this page we would see all the products that we have ever added to our location or to our account. So to the top of this page we would see the filters. We can filter by type, by category, by business location, by brand, unit, location, device, model, etc. You can also see what product you have selected as not for selling. Right? So to the bottom of this now we would see all products. All products, as I said, is all the products that we have ever added to our system, and we can increase the number of products we would like to see on this single page. Next to this we have the stock report. So on the stock report, what this tells us, to the bottom we would see our totals. So you would see, and this is the scroll bar, this can scroll left to right. So you would see your current stock value by purchase price. So this is your current stock value when they add up all the numbers, all the products, by purchase price, your current stock value by selling price. So therefore you would be able to calculate your profit. Your potential profit would be your selling price minus your purchase price, and you would get this figure, which is your potential profit. Next to that you would see total units sold. Scrolling across, you would see total unit transferred as well. So this is what you would see on your stock report. So we could also search for a product, we could also export products as well. This is on your stock report. Moving back to all products, if you go to a product, now you can see there's an action button where you can click on that action button. You can print the label, the barcode label. You can view this product. You can see all the details about the product. You know how much stock it has, current stock, total units sold, total unit transferred, and total unit adjusted. Clicking the action button again, you can edit this product, delete this product that we are totally against. Once you have a sale attached to it, you would see that it may or may not prompt you dependent on it. Let me try this. So we see product can be deleted because purchases related to this product exist. So this is the system safeguarding you from altering your reports, your financial reports, because this particular product has purchase or sales associated to it. So the system would not allow you to delete that product. We can download, let me go back to the action. We can add or edit opening stock. We can watch the history of this stock, or we can duplicate this item, edit the item, and create a new item off of that. There would be auto-filled fields where you now would have to go and change. To the top right hand of this, we would see add product, and we can download all our products. One other important thing is in this stock report, to the extreme bottom where we saw these values, this would be based on the amount of products you have on screen. So if you have 25, this total value would be based on 25 and not necessarily all the products that you have on the system. What you will need to do is extend that to all products, and then you will see a value here for all your products that you have. You can export these, you can export the stock values as well via CV, via these columns. If I click on export, it will tell me to download the CSV, Excel. We can print it. We can check the column visibility, add or remove columns, or we can export via PDF. Going back to the heading of all products, we can add a product from this field. So if I click on add product, it carries me to the add product field. So we can either add a product by clicking on add product, or we can add a product from the list product window. To the bottom of this, we can select, and then we can delete the selected. We can also, if for some reason this product does not have a location, we can add a location to this particular product by adding it to a location. However, I only have one location on this. We can also remove from the location as well. And therefore, we are not seeing the location. So if I go to add to location, I can now add this to the right location. We can deactivate products as well. That product is now has been deactivated. So now we're seeing inactive. Right? And the WooCommerce sync, is for businesses that has websites. TMTech POS allows you, via our WooCommerce API, allows you to sync all your products, categories, brands, stock quantities, prices. It allows you to sync all these products to your WooCommerce website, just in case you're doing e-commerce as well. So for online stores or for brick and mortar stores, if you have a website and you want that synchronization between the POS and your website, you do not have to do that manually. TMTech POS does that for you. Moving to add products. This is the add product field. So on our add product field, there are, however, some mandatory fields. These mandatory fields are product name, barcode type, units, any heading that you see an asterisk by. By default, pieces is selected. Now there are some prerequisites when adding products. These prerequisites that I may deem very important are your units, brands to some extent, and categories. When you're adding a product, you would want to, as a business owner, you would want to place that product in a category for reporting purposes. So you now can generate a report based on a category. So you have your overall financial report. However, if you would like to see how specific products are selling, or what is taking place, if they are actually not selling or selling, you can generate reports based on categories. So before I add a product, I always go to the category field. So let's go and add a category, unit, and brand. So let's go to the category field. So with the categories, it is simple to add a category. You click on the top right hand corner, add a category, and you give it a category name. Your category code, if you have one, and you want to use your own code, you can enter your code, or you can leave it blank and the system would auto generate a category for you. The description is not mandatory, but you can put a short description for your category. There's a checkbox to the bottom of this window that says add as a sub taxonomy. A sub taxonomy or sub category, it means that you have a parent category. So if I check this box here, it will tell me select my parent category. So your parent category has to be existing on the system in order for you to add it. So I can add services as a subcategory. So for instance, we can have a category by the name of pants for a clothing company. And as a subcategory, we can add cotton pants, jeans pants, three-quarter pants, sweatpants, all the various sweatpants, sub-pants. So I'm not going to add this as a subcategory. I'm going to add this as a regular category and click save. This is the simple way of adding a category. Let's go to units. Units is basically a measuring principle. So we in retail store, we usually measure by pieces. In supermarkets, we may measure by kg, by pounds, by pieces, you name it. There's a number of unit measures. To add a unit, you click again on the top right hand corner, add unit, and I am going to put LB for pound. Short name LB. Do we want to allow decimals? Decimal meaning 1.5, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4. For pounds, yes, we would want to allow decimals. Add as a multiple to other units. This simply means that if I select this button, if I have another unit that says dozen, for example, for this particular example, I would put grams. G for grams. And if I say yes, I would yes, add this as a multiple. We would select our base unit, which is kg, and in the mathematical world, we know 1000 gram equals 1 kilogram, and we click on save. Right? So what this tells us is that we may be purchasing a 1 kilogram of salt, and we would want to have a room where we can weigh our own salt, and we may sell this salt loosely as 1 gram, 2 grams, 3 grams, etc. So we have our 1,000 kilogram of salt, and then we have our products in grams. When this product sells, it depletes or decreases the parent product of the 1,000 or 1 kg of salt. So that is where this comes into play. It's all about manipulating the system to make it work the way that you would like it to work. So let's go to brands. Brands is self-explanatory. Is basically Nike, Adidas, Puma. It is basically Happy, Chief, Holiday, and the other various brands, Swiss, and the other various brands that it has on the market. So to add a brand, you click on the add button, name it tutorial, use for repair. This is for our repair module. This is for tech companies or phone stores or technical stores. So we name it tutorial, and you can put a short description if you like, and you click save, and your brand is created. Now we are going back to add a product, because we completed the units, the categories, and the brands, which are prerequisite that you would see when adding a product. So I'm going to demonstrate the addition of a product. So I will name this product tutorial. My SKU is TUT101. Barcode stays as default. My tutorial unit is pieces. My brand is tutorial. My category is tutorial. And I do not have a subcategory for tutorial, so it can stay as is. Your location would be by default. If you have multiple locations, then you would need to select which location you would like to add this product to. Your alert quantity is a threshold. When you are selling your product and your product reaches this threshold, the system would alert you that you have reached your minimum order quantity and allow you or alert you to contact your supplier and reorder. Warranty and devices, these are self-explanatory. These are for tech companies or any company, furniture, any company that has a warranty to give. Device model is basically for appliances and technical companies. The product image can be added and must stay within the max size of 5 megabits and an aspect ratio of 1:1. Product description is for the WooCommerce module. If you do have a website, you can put your product description here, and this will be synchronized with your WooCommerce module or your WooCommerce website. Scrolling, enable IMEI or product description. This now is for technical companies. The button not for selling, as we were in the listed list products where we saw the filter as not for sell. This is this checkbox. If you click on this, the item would not be presented on your POS for sale. We can add the weight of the item if we like. None of these fields are mandatory and can be left blank. Only fields with asterisks are mandatory fields. Service staff, this is mainly for restaurants. For this particular product, what is the time? What is the time stamp? How long would it take to be prepared? Your meal will be prepared. And if we do not want to synchronize with our WooCommerce website, then we hit disable WooCommerce sync. Applicable tax, this is for the whatever tax that you have set. Mine, I would select VAT, which is 12.5. My selling price, if I want my selling price to be VAT inclusive or VAT exclusive, I select one of these options. So VAT inclusive means that my selling price already has VAT included into it. And exclusive, it means that the system would calculate the VAT based on this calculation, based on this number. So we have various types of products as well. We have single products, which is a product add-in as itself, as its own. We have variables, which is you have a pen, you have a pants, sorry, or a t-shirt, and you have size. Your size is small, large, medium, extra small, extra large. That is variables. And combo products. Combo, if we select combo products, this simply means that this product comprises of two or more products coming together. So for instance, you have a broom and you have a scoop. You are selling your broom separate and you are selling your scoop separate. However, someone can purchase the broom and the scoop together as a combo, and maybe they would receive a $5 or a $10 discount based on buying the two items. So you can add that as this item as a combo, and it would select. Later on, I am adding a single product here right now, and then I will show you a combo product. So we say our VAT exclusive price is $37. Our VAT inclusive price would be by adding this VAT field. If tax was not applicable, my VAT here is 12.5%. So 12.5% of this is $41.63. If we know our margins, we can input our margins, and this now would calculate our default selling price, which is VAT exclusive. If I select inclusive, then it chooses an inclusive price. So we save and add opening stock. So in tutorial, I would like to say that I have 10 pieces in stock. When we do our multiplication, 10 multiplied by 37 gives us $370. We can add notes. We can add notes to this item, or we can simply save. And just like that, we just added our product tutorial, and I filtered my categories by tutorial, and now I'm seeing my unit purchase price is $41.63, my selling price is $64.44. I have 10 pieces in stock. This is a single product. the category is tutorial, the brand is tutorial, the tax is VAT, my SKU is TUT101. So now I am going to show you how we add a combo product. So we hit add, we go tutorial 1 or tutorial combo, SKU TUT 102. Pieces, our brand is tutorial again, our category is tutorial. Now I'm going to move a bit faster. Our alert quantity, we're leaving out that. I do not have an image to add. I'm going to say, no, I'm not going to add any weight because this is not a food item or anything like that. So I'm going to apply VAT. I'm going to make this inclusive, and I'm going to say this is a combo product. So on a combo product, as I stated, a combo product is taking two existing products and adding it as one final product. So now let me just check to see. Okay, so I have my SQL server and I have SQL server. So this now tells me we are taking one piece from this product and one piece from this product. Our purchasing price for this product is $20. Our purchasing price for this product is $100. So now I am saying 100 plus 120, 100 plus 20 equals 120. So let's say I was selling this product for these two products combined for $200. Now I would like to say, here's what. You know what? I wanna give my customers a $10. I was selling for $200. Now I'm giving them a $10 discount. I'm going to put this as $190. So it calculated my margins. So what this tells the customer is, if you buy this separate, if you buy these two, let me just verify. Because this is just dummy data, as I stated. So let me just look at these two, the price for these two products. Where is it? So one is $100 and the other SQL Server OEM license $20. Let me see where I'm seeing $20. Okay, so this is it. So my selling price, okay, so we could just ignore these selling prices, right? Because one is $14.79 and the other is $4,000. So we don't want to. So let's just say I was selling these two products for $200 each, right? Making it a total of $400. So if you buy these two products separately, you will be paying $400. But if you buy these on two separate occasions, you'll be paying $400. But if you buy these two products together, I am giving you this for $350. So I give the customer the product for $350, and then I said save. Right, so now we are going to our tutorial category. And we are seeing here that there's no current stock for this, because this particular item is pulling its stock from these two items. So you would see a dash dash, and then you would see a combo type product. Categories tutorial, brand tutorial, SKU, VAT, and now you're seeing the selling price, the unit purchase price, etc. So that is how we add a combo product. Now let's go on to add a variation or a variable product. First, we need to ensure that we have our variations. So we have our variations here: small, micro small, extra small, large, extra large. So I am going to use this variation, or we can add another variation. So let's say our variation is color, and we say our colors are black, yellow, blue, white. And let's say save. So let's go and add a product again. So now we are adding tutorial V-neck t-shirt, right? And our SKU is TUT V101, right? TUT V101. And we are putting this in, let's just put everything in tutorial just for the sake of this video. Our alert quantity 50, and we come down again. Yes, we want VAT, we want it to be inclusive, but now we are saying we want a variation, right? So now I say I want color. That is the variation I chose. And I said in this jersey we have some black, we have some yellow, we have some white, and we have some blue. Nice. So now we go. Your SKU, this is the general product, but you have variations, right? So if we say let me just draw an example here. If we say TUT is t-shirts, right? But now we have TUT V101. Let's go. Sorry, I'm just forgetting the so many things. V101, and then we copy this, and we have V102, V103, V104. Right, so we have black, yellow, blue, and we said our VAT exclusive price is $10 for each. $10 for each. $10 for each, right? So this calculates our VAT inclusive price, and we say we wanna sell this black for $20. So it tells us we make a 77.78% markup on this. But for some reason the yellow is a really nice and a hot seller. So we say in here is what? I want 100% profit on this yellow. So now we put 100%, and so it will calculate our selling price at $22.50, and we leave the others at $20, $20. We can choose our images for all of the variations, and then we hit save and add closing stock, save and add another, or simply just save. So if I click on these two arrows, it would apply the 77.78 for all. And if I click apply, it would select everything for all as well. So this is if you have a bunch of variations, it's the same margin you're working on, it would auto apply everything for you. And now we hit save and add opening stock. Sorry, it just saved. Let me go back to tutorial. So I have tutorial v-neck. So let's go add and edit opening stock. And we say we purchase 10 pieces of each. 10, 10, 10. So in total we spent $400 on purchasing these tutorial v-neck t-shirts. We simply hit save, and now we can see we have 40 pieces in total, and this now is a variable product, meaning that there are variations of this particular product. Right, so I will stop this tutorial here, and I will continue with the part 2 of adding products and manipulating products. See you in our next tutorial.